Ever wondered why the seats at a WNBA game seem a little too comfortable? Too roomy, perhaps? Allow me to explain. There's a bit of a conundrum happening in the world of women's basketball. You see, in the initial years of the WNBA, the arenas were buzzing, filled with curious fans, eager to see what the league had to offer. The seats were packed, the cheers were loud, and the atmosphere was electric. However, as the years rolled on, a peculiar trend began to emerge. Despite record-breaking TV viewership numbers, the average attendance per game started to dwindle. Gone were the days of packed arenas and long queues. One reason for this shift: venue changes and downsizing. Some teams moved to smaller arenas, a decision that, while practical, impacted the overall attendance numbers. The smaller the venue, the fewer the seats, the lower the attendance figures. It's simple math, really. And yet, amidst this sea of empty seats, there's a glimmer of hope. The WNBA isn't ready to throw in the towel just yet. With a star-studded rookie class waiting in the wings, the league is optimistic about a potential resurgence in attendance, a comeback that could rival the early days of the WNBA. But fear not, basketball fans, the WNBA has a game plan. Enter the 2024 WNBA draft class, a group of players so talented they could make a statue dribble a basketball. Now you might be thinking, a statue? Really? But let me tell you, this rookie class is nothing short of exceptional. They're the type of players who could probably teach a fish to shoot hoops, given enough time. These rookies are set to light up the court with their skills, potential, and sheer determination to make their mark. Leading the pack is none other than Caitlin Clark, a player whose prowess on the court is as undeniable as the fact that popcorn is the best snack at a basketball game. Her talent, combined with that of her fellow rookies, is expected to draw crowds like a magnet attracts metal. But, as we know, every rose has its thorns. For these rookies, the thorns are the limited roster spots and the high level of competition. Imagine being a new kid in school, but instead of trying to find your locker and remembering your schedule, you're trying to secure your place in one of the most competitive sports leagues in the world. No pressure, right? But let's not forget, these aren't just any rookies. They're the 2024 WNBA draft class. They've got the talent, the drive, and the potential to overcome these challenges. They're like superheroes, but instead of capes, they wear jerseys. Sure, they've got their work cut out for them, but if anyone can bring the fans back, it's these rookies. So what's next for the WNBA? A basketball game on the moon, perhaps? Well, not quite. But let's not rule out lunar layups just yet. The league is bouncing forward with a game plan that's as exciting as a last-second buzzer beater. The WNBA is all geared up to tackle the attendance issue head-on. And they're not just shooting in the dark. There's a palpable sense of optimism that's reminiscent of the early days of the WNBA. Remember when the arenas were filled to the rafters and the air vibrated with the collective anticipation of fans? That's the spirit the league is hoping to rekindle. And the game plan is as clear as a well-executed pick and roll. Firstly, they are planning to address capacity issues. Now, we're not suggesting they're considering extending the court into the parking lot, but it's clear that they're leaving no stone unturned to ensure everyone gets a seat. It's like a game of musical chairs, but with more dunks and fewer disappointed faces. Secondly, they're banking on the star-studded rookie class to pull in the crowds. With players like Caitlin Clark bringing their A game, the stands are expected to be as packed as a game-winning alley-oop. It's like the Avengers assembling, but with more three-pointers and fewer world-ending threats. So the next time you're at a WNBA game, don't be surprised if you have to fight for an armrest. The future looks crowded, in the best way possible.